Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Roguelands. It's a roguelike, sort of, kind of like if you made Terraria into a roguelike, but not really. And it's also the sequel to Magicite. If you haven't heard of Magicite, it's more or less the exact same game as this one, which isn't bad. I'm just messing around with a couple of things just to get, there we go, Starlight Rebellion. Alright, let's switch my stats around. Strength. And dexterity, tech, magic, faith. I don't know. Let's try Reaper. I don't even know if those mean anything. Single player. Oh shoot, I forgot to name the character. What are we named? Seymour. I don't want that. I don't want to be Seymour. Let's delete Seymour. I don't want to be Seymour Butts. Okay, so we're Starlight Rebellion. We were Centurion, which apparently I'm not supposed to have unlocked yet. Whatever. Who cares? Okay, so our name is going to be... let's just go with Wander. Okay, so we got Wander, the Wanderer. What? I think the races are a little bit broken in this game. Honestly, I think there are a couple of broken things. Okay, so we're going to be Strength. And... Tech, Magic, Faith. Let's just go with Vitality. Enforcer. Tanky as I can. Alright, single player. So, this is the game. This is kind of the hub world. You start here, you do all your crafting here, all of your like putting things together and whatnot. And then this is the actual world. So let's pull up my weapon. We're gonna get attacked in a second or two. Oh really? Does this only let me attack upwards? Ooh, that could be bad. That could be real bad. Can I have no way of attacking up or down, do I? Come on, you goddamn bug. Alright, fine. Let's just gather some stuff while we wait. Okay. So if you've never played Magicite before, are you serious? Fuck, no. Screw this guy. We're not even going to be playing as that guy. Okay, let's go play as Dude, seeing as Dude actually might have, you know, a reasonable chance of success here. If you hurt yourself trying to attack in this game, what's the point? Okay, so, let's try that again. Oh, shoot, I can shoot through walls. Holy shit, that's powerful. I think I found the best character in the game so far. What the? He is gone. He has exited the building. Okay, but so, this is Roguelands. This is how it plays. If you're familiar with Magicite, they play almost exactly the same. Which isn't necessarily bad. I liked where Magicite was going with itself, but it never finished. Like, it's a game that is consigned to permanent early access. Which is kind of a shame. This is going to be, actually, you know what? This might not be so bad. I can actually hit this thing when it's going through walls and stuff. A little bit hard. The sword user is probably a little bit better, but still. Okay. But so this is Roguelands. This is the combat. It's a little bit clunky. It's a little bit awkward. There are iframes. Seeing as this is something I whine about frequently. Ow. Problem is, it's very easy to get pushed around by any and every enemy type in the game. So, this rock, for example, if it impacts with me, is going to, it will just push me around, doing massive amounts of damage as we go, which is really bad. That is not good game design, as far as I'm concerned, just because you have, like, no health to begin with. So, you know, being pushed around by a giant rock is, extraordinarily damaging. Oh, hey. I need more of these things. Now, I gotta be very careful here. Because I don't want to summon another... I don't want to summon another worm. The fact that these things have multiple jumps is frustrating. I mean, at least I can kind of fly over them. It's kind of nice. Let's avoid pissing off a worm, if I can. Okay, this weapon is a bit weird to use, not gonna lie. And I am dying. That rock is gonna kill me if it gets close. I might actually be able to hit these guys down here. Yeah! Alright, cheesing it! Cheesing it so hard! Rats be jealous. Okay, we're alive. Until a rock comes along and messes my day up. Cool. Okay, we've also got these things, which just randomly give you money and experience, which is kind of neat. I don't know if it's like just a gathering facility, or I'm shaking down the locals. But one way or another, that's how it works. But so yeah, the game is played out in, you know, two-dimensional plane. Simple enough. There's a lot of resource gathering, and it's generally in your best interest to actually gather everything, like every single item you can. And kill everything you can as well, because like there's so much crafting to be done in this game, and I mean it's generally best if you can get as much as you can. I'll show off crafting in a little bit. I'm probably gonna switch characters between, just because I mean I don't like this ranged attack that much. The fact that it doesn't fly directly in a straight line to my enemies is a bit obnoxious. Okay. Oop. Oh, right, you can harvest the trees, too. I forgot about that one. That's where you get the herbs. Okay, looks like we've exhausted this place. Let's get out of here. So you can jump as much as you want. You can side dodge as much as you want. Unfortunately, side dodging gives you no iframes. So, if you're hoping to, like, dodge past enemies, that doesn't happen in this game. I actually really wish it did. Just because, it's very easy to get surrounded and pushed around in this game. To the point where your character dies. I mean, we are almost dead. And like most roguelikes, this one has permadeath. So if you're not careful, you're just gonna get munched, and there's no recourse. Which is, I mean, it's not terrible, but it can get kind of frustrating because it's very easy to die for stupid reasons in this game, just like the predecessor. And like ultimately, you learn, you get better at it. It's one of those games. Let's see if I can... I'm not going to be able to kill that, like, weird space horse. But that's not a big deal either. Okay, I've clearly lost the exit. Which is disconcerting. But, so this game, you know, has infinite jumps, which I actually really appreciate. Just because, you know, the levels are so much more vertical than even the predecessor, Magicite. Which had, what, 1, maybe 2 jumps? So by doing it this way... you can traverse, you know, a heck of a lot more, which is appreciated. I should really gather these before they all just disappear on me. There is, if you're familiar with Spelunky, there is a ghost, which isn't great. Gets kind of frustrating, but you know, if you spend too much time on a level, something comes to murder you for being slow. However, I think I'm at the exit. Yep, here we go. Let's go to the deep jungle just to see what kind of nonsense we can get ourselves into. Oh, we got a monkey. Adorable. Okay, let's send back all the resources. We don't need any of them. I'm not going to be surviving here anyway. I could buy a health pack. You know what? Let's try murdering the monkeys. I have no idea what happens if you do. Get a little bit of cash and a little bit of experience. Probably not a good idea. Let's not do it again, just in case it gets pissed at me. Hey. We got some stuff. Actually, it might be in my best interest to go back for some of that money and buy whatever remains here. Specifically this thing. Flutterfly emblem. Actually, you know what? That's not so useful. The more expensive resources down below are totally worth going for. So let's grab all my credits. I'll save them for later. Okay, here we go. Orhelcom is kind of rare. The music in here is great. I actually like the parallax on the background. It's quite nice. I really need to turn down the volume on this game. I haven't actually turned down the system volume for it, so I'm... I can barely hear it. It's just like... Ba-da-da-da-da. Good music. But loud good music. Yeah, the modeling is really nice, actually. Beetle emblem. Damn it. I don't want to carry around my cash with me, because... There's, let's see, where's my money? There's my money. I didn't want to carry all my cash with me just because, you know, dying, I lose it all. There's permadeath. There's no way of reviving a dead character, unless you're in multiplayer, which means play this game in multiplayer, because death is significantly less risky in that case. Can I buy this one too? Nope. Okay, so Flutterfly is no good. But I think I have a much larger number of those. Yep, those are Flutterflies. Whereas Beetle is tier 2. Emblems are split up into tier 1 and tier 2. And I'll explain what emblems are as we go along, but effectively they're what happened when you combine 10 of each resource together. So if you have 10 flutterflies, you get to make a flutterfly emblem, which is how you make your gear and stuff. Those look angry. Okay. I feel maybe underpowered for this. That said, if I can somehow survive this, we might actually have a good day. Okay. Here, let's do swiftness. Each character has spells that they can use to bolster themselves. It looks like everybody... Well, I know everybody starts with the same swiftness spell, which is actually really nice. Because you kind of need it. Combat is kind of slow and clunky, and having the ability to boost yourself up speed-wise is pretty important, as far as I'm concerned. You know what? Let's do a little bit of predictive shooting here. There we go. Yeah, having a ranged weapon is actually making a pretty significant difference in gameplay. Let's grab this stuff. Kind of wish I'd actually picked up some of those health kits. We might actually be able to do a little bit better here than I thought. I just thought I was going to get dunked, but I mean, if I can make it out of here with these resources, good for me. Not to mention the experience. Looks like most zones on the first level are fairly benign. Not terribly hard. Easier because I have ranged attacks. Are these? I have no idea if those damage you. I'm going to assume as such. They got spikes on them, and they're scary looking. Oh. Let's gather that. I'm going to operate under the assumption that I can't go this way. Hopefully there's no, like, impassable terrain along the way here. Okay. Well, this is disconcerting. So by passing those... vine-looking things, I'm going to die. Nope, didn't die. Now I died. Damn it. Alright, whatever. Not surprising. Unfortunately, loot chests are not in this build. I kind of wish they were, just because it would be a nice way of balancing out death. Okay, so I died. What happened? All of my stuff gets reset down to nil. That kind of sucks. But the resources that I saved up earlier get saved, so that's actually kind of good. Now let's switch over to another character and take a look at the crafting. I did bank all that stuff, right? Not the money. I did put away the beetle emblem, though. Okay, so that's a bit of a benefit, but I lost whatever money I was saving up. Okay, not the end of the world. So we got herb tokens. Let's just make a bunch of emblems. I got a lot of HP kits, so I can do things with that. Okay. I wonder, can I make a... Can I make an emblem out of a health kit? Probably not. Nope, can't. Alright. That's fair. So let's make a Flutterfly emblem and some... Oh, here we go. Some Monster Eye emblems. Okay, cool. So here's how crafting works. Let's make sure I'm not doing something that I haven't already done. So... Oh, actually, as long as I include the eyeball emblem, this is a new piece of gear. So let's see what this makes. I've made a behemoth helm, which gives me some vitality and strength. Good. Okay. And can't make any more. I've also got another herb emblem, but I can't do anything with it for the time being, because we don't have enough gear. So I've managed to make myself a piece of equipment. You make it with emblems. Each emblem is 10 of a resource. So if you have, 10 iron ore, it gets converted into an emblem. And if you have a stack of 40, it gets converted into 4 emblems. So generally, you're actually going to want to save equipment. So I'm going to throw this one just in my chest for the time being. There's multiple slots. You can get more along the way. I don't know how. I'm saving it personally. I'm going to be playing multiplayer for this game later tonight. And I'd like to have a little bit of an advantage just so we actually have a chance of succeeding. Okay, so this is a different character. This one has a laser sword. There's generally no difference between the starting classes, from what I can tell, except for a little bit of stat-related stuff. Okay, this is going to go terribly for me. This is part of the reason why I didn't bother bringing any of the stronger weapons, because I'm probably gonna die. Let's wait. As long as he doesn't change directions, we might be okay here. I don't like fighting these worms. They're mean. It takes a while. It's easier with the sword. But so... Let's see if we can murder these things. There we go. Perfect. And we get a level. I really wish every time you leveled up and it gave you more HP, the HP would be added to your maximum and minimum, instead of just adding to your maximum. It's like, you need more health kits, Sunny Jim. Actually, I really wish leveling up healed you to some degree even beyond that, just for extra sustainability, because I do find the, you know, quickly depleting HP thing to be a bit of an issue. Not to mention, you know, how awkward the actual combat in this game is. So let's just keep throwing ourselves into the desolate canyon for the time being. But yeah, so this is Roguelands. I was about to say this is Magicite. I mean, the answer is yes, this is Magicite. This is more or less the same gameplay. And is that a bad thing? No. Is it a bad thing that, you know, Magicite never got finished and this game got made? Technically no. Okay, we almost pissed that thing off. Technically no. I'd say just because, I mean, ultimately this is the superior game. Sean Young definitely learned a lot from his days working on Magicite and, you know, what he put into it. And as a result, this is a much more superior game. It is still clunky. It still does have, you know, weird issues that I'm not happy with. Like, these rocks piss me off to no end. But whatever. It's not terrible. The environmental hazards are kind of keystone for, I'm gonna say, the series, just because this is Magicite too. Just hands down. Frustrating though. But is it worth playing? I don't know. I'd say so. If you liked Magicite 1, Magicite 1. I mean, I'm just gonna keep thinking of this as Magicite 2 pretty much forever, just because they are so similar. But if you liked the original Magicite, then you're probably going to like this one a lot, just because it does play better. The gear and crafting mechanics are nice. The leveling system I actually feel is superior in this one, just because I don't know if I can get more traits, admittedly. I hope I can, or not traits, special abilities. I actually would like if there's like a talent tree in this game, but that might be a little bit complicated for Mr. Young. I don't know. I just think it would make, you know, leveling more than just stats and HP. But if you can manage to accrue enough HP and whatnot, it actually seems like it'd be possible to clear the later levels. Also, maybe getting a gun. You can also bring multiple weapons with you, which would be really handy. So you could potentially sort of hot swap between them. I don't want to go that way for a second. There's some rocks. Okay, let's get as much stuff as I can, because I would like to learn a new recipe for weapons when I get the chance. Because you know, as much as I like this laser sword, it gets a little bit dull. You can also upgrade the weapons. So if we look, it's an Aether Blade level 1. At some point you get Berserk, and then after that you get other stuff. Okay. Those rocks are frustrating. Not the worst. Okay. They are frustrating. Wow, that was disconcerting. You don't really want to see a bunch of those things. If you summon a bunch of worms on your head, you are dead, fool. You are just totally dead. It's very frustrating. But, I don't know. I like it. And, I mean, it's 10 bucks. There are a lot of other games that are way more expensive than 10 bucks that most people play. And, realistically, you're probably going to get your money's worth out of this game, sheerly in terms of, like, hours spent playing. Which is kind of a nice little benefit. Let's get this little shrine and keep going. But, I don't know. It's entertaining enough. It's simple, to be sure. But, you know, this plus the online multiplayer, which is actually something, you know, I'm really happy about, that it was a priority. I will admit I have no idea if the online multiplayer is functional. It was definitely an issue in... Oh, that's more mining. Not otherwise. It is definitely dubious on whether or not it actually functions properly, admittedly. Because the original multiplayer was particularly dumpy in Magicite, the original Magicite. So it's always kind of one of those just like, well, did they manage to improve it? I have no idea. Can't interact with those people. You know what? I should probably actually buy some of these resources. No, let's save our money. There are a couple of things I can spend money on apart from emblems and whatnot. Might not be a bad idea to get some of them. Like the Flutterfly emblem there is probably worth the cash. Alright, turns out I don't actually have enough money for pretty much any of these things because I carried it all on that one mage character and then died. Whatever, not the end of the world. Okay, let's see how the Hollow Cavern looks. But, so, let's talk... Pardon? The feck? Alright. Kinda wish these things would crawl on, like, pillars and pillars only, but I guess they can fly. Ow, come... What? Pardon? I hit that thing and it backed up into me. What a jip. Alright, let's heal up a bit. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. Let's start collecting some of these things. The rocks in this place have become, more disconcerting. I was actually expecting better resources than this, but whatever. Not super digging this area. It's, So they will back up no matter what angle you hit them from. Okay, that's interesting. I will keep that in mind. There we go. This is worth some good experience, so that's kind of nice. Alright, let's sprint through. Never mind. Let's not sprint through. Oh, come on. You know what? Screw it. Is there a better way through here by taking the upper route? I don't know. Yeah, there is. Okay. I would have liked to, Oh, they come off those stones. Okay. At least they're semi-predictable. Which is nice. The rocks, on the other hand, suck super fucking hard. Oh, maybe I don't get it. Maybe I don't get hit by the rocks? I have no idea. The fact that these things will... I don't know. I died. I was not prepared for that area. So I think my plan is going to be just cycle through the first area a bunch until I got a full set of gear and some levels. Because I think I was underleveled there and ultimately just doomed from the start. Okay, but I think this is actually a fairly good stopping point. We've seen a lot of the first area, and we've seen a little bit of two other areas that are currently unattainable just because. They're a little bit frustrating, and I hope the developer, evens this game out a little bit. It feels like you have to do a lot of grinding to progress, which is unfortunate. Magicite didn't let you go back to previous areas, but this one lets you go back as much as you want, which is kind of nice. Now let's talk about areas for a second, just before we go. There's this thing. This thing's kind of cool, actually. So, hostile level 5, relics captured 3 out of 99. I have no idea what relics they're talking about. Portal uses 8. I can also go up to Deep Jungle, which... Oh, I was already in Deep Jungle, but I can just go straight there. So, if you want to bypass that first area, you can go on to Deep Jungle immediately. So, that's a level 10 area. Okay. Yeah, so if you end up, like, severely overleveled, you can skip past the first areas as you unlock more portals. I wish they were infinite use, just because, I mean, what's the point of limiting me on the number of things I can go into? Oh, items collected, world fragment. Oh, so my droid will just go out and grab shit for me over the course of gameplay. That's cool. I like that. That's nice. So as you're progressing, you can have multiple little droids that just collect shit for you and bring it back to base. Can I buy more? Oh, I can buy a bunch more. Holy crap. Yeah, I need to do that. Because, I mean, one grabbed me a gear token, which is nice for crafting. So yeah, if I get a bunch of them and upgrade them, I'll actually be sitting on a fair amount of just, like, miscellaneous loot. But, okay, so let's go for specifics. Let's go for the end here. Let's go out to a planet so I'm not just staring at just kind of an empty ship while we wait here. Is this game worth it? I'd say yeah. I mean, obviously it's got its issues. It's clunky. The combat is simplistic. And, there's a lot of stuff that's effectively gear-gated or time-gated, kind of depending on your perspective on this one. I'm going to take a lot of damage here, which I'm not super keen on. I am almost dead right from the start. Not great. Mostly my fault. I was hoping I'd be able to just kick him back. Nope. We almost died there. I might want to just kind of blitz the end at this point. Obviously, a lot of little foibles that I'd like to be improved upon, and I'm hoping for the most part that, you know, the early access phase actually is kind to this game as opposed to, you know, a mire in which it will never leave. With luck, the developer will stay much happier with this one and stick with it instead of, you know, leaving it in the dust. And I can get into, you know, all the reasons why, you know, stuff like this shouldn't happen from a development cycle and whatever. But right now, let's just focus on the fact that this game is fun. Even in its current incarnation, I would be okay with playing it for a while. Will I be disappointed if it gets left by the wayside? Absolutely, but that's true for like most games. If they stopped upgrading Vagante right now, I'd be sad, but ultimately it wouldn't feel like it was a waste of money. But you know, I'm hoping more shit gets added and fast, just because. I might die here. Yes. I can't wait until these loot chests get added. They'd be kind of a nice way of boosting things up. So let's take a look at things. Bug spots harvested, ores mined, cheese chop. I don't know about objectives. I don't know about relic. I don't think you eat in this game anymore, which is kind of nice. Yeah, actually, that is very nice. The old hunger mechanics in the original game were kind of annoying. But I don't know. Is it worth it? I'd say yes, especially if you liked Magicite a lot. So, I guess with that, I will see you guys on the next episode of Magicite. God damn it. Roguelands. And, oh, right, yeah. If you like this impressions video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and, you know, lets me know you want to see more. And, apart from that, if you want to see more Roguelands, or maybe occasionally a little bit more Magicite just because, or roguelikes or indie games in general, then hit subscribe because, well, these are the games I like. These are games I love. And I'm probably going to be playing this one for a fair while. We're going to be doing multiplayer tonight, so expect some multiplayer footage fairly soon. And with that, I guess, like I was saying, see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.